Professionally, I'm an editor, I'm a cinematographer, I'm a DOB.
Late Sushant Singh Rajput said that
यार तू depressed क्यों है?
you should go ahead
Correct.
and find better people whom you can interact. Suicide is not a solution
It's
basically.
not a solution.
This makes the algorithm even more ugly.
He ended his life.
It is impossible for me to get into depression.
When my wife passed away, it was a very rough journey.
Have patience, have a purpose in life. कितना time हो गया अपना?
I don't know, bro.
Hello and welcome to Pod Spectrum. Our today's topic is a thought-provoking topic which we'll be discussing with our guest Mr. Gavin Dsouza, who will share his insights. Our topic is the challenges that Gen Z face in day-to-day lives. So enjoy the episode. Bro, welcome to Pod Spectrum.
Thank you so much. So good to be here, man.
Bro, we have been planning this since birth before Christ, I guess.
Yeah, I think last we spoke was like 3 months back, and we are now here sharing our experience.
Keeping the jokes aside, guys, not birth before Christ. As bro mentioned, 3 months ago.
At last is happening, I'm so happy.
So, bro, how have things been?
It's been good, yeah. Life always gives you a surprise. It always gives you a lemon. So it's been good.
By the way, could you elaborate a little more about your profession?
So professionally, I'm an editor, I'm a cinematographer, I'm a DOB. I'm mostly in the media world, and I've been in this field for more than 14 years, and it's been great.
Bro, any challenges?
Life is full of challenges, so is work. But
any
then,
specific during the initial days?
yeah, let me tell you a short story of how I became an editor. So my uncle had a production house, and from there I had learned everything. So there's this ministry, it's like a prayer group, and inside that I have done production, I have done cinematography, I have done accountant, to know what I want to do in life. But there's this one joy that you need when you do something. There's this term called do what you love. So वो प्यार था नहीं यार. Like I didn't enjoy anything in whatever I did. I did cinematography, and then I realized that I'm a very creative person. So I did cinematography for like 2 years, 2.5 years, and from there my uncle is like, अरे तूने सब किया है, तू editing भी कर ले. I'm like, oh okay, editing कर लेते हैं. Then that's how I got into editing, and then I came to know that editing is my passion. Like that's how I did editing, and now it's been I think 9 years or 10, 11 years, and I'm still doing editing, and I'm loving what I'm doing.
That's great, bro. Any special moment or any moment that you always cherish that you feel that yes, this was the best part of my career so far?
ऐसा तो बहुत है यार. Like every day it's a challenge, even in life and even in profession. Every day is a challenge. You never know tomorrow what's gonna happen, even in work and even in life. And every day I feel it's a good day, it's a good life. That's how you have to think, because if you speak negative or if you think negative, वो negative ही हो जाता है. So for me, the best decision I have taken in life was to join this company known as Whistling Woods. It's of Subhash Ghai, and I have learned a lot from there. And from there, I've learned a lot of new challenges and how to face it. It's all about your mental stress. Like it's all about keeping your head calm. Itna calm ragega, that much I think things will work out. Yeah.
More than being motivated, I guess you need discipline.
Yeah, discipline is very important. Very, very important. In every field, I feel like.
Yes.
Even you agree, when you are doing this, you need to be disciplined. You are working, you need to be disciplined. It always starts with discipline. Once you respect your work and once you do what you love, then I think everything will flow.
So, bro, honestly, I've met you since it's been almost like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So, I've noticed this. You have this cool style of dressing.
Oh, yeah, bro. Thanks.
Yes. And so, you seem to be very young.
I don't know if I look 30, but I'm actually 30 years old.
If you'll tell anyone you have a son, they'll be shocked.
Oh yeah,
they won't believe it.
This is one more part. I'm married, okay, and I have a kid who is
plot twist.
Yeah, plot twist. Ta-da! Who is 3 years old. His name is Gavin Dsouza, and I had a wife. She passed away like 3 months back. Like I said, life is all about challenges. When my wife passed away, new challenges, came in of taking care of the kid. And then how it's just challenges, yeah. Like I said, it's all about keeping calm.
So, bro, can you just state that why Gen Zs are always compared as the weakest generation? They don't know to cope up with anything they come across. If any small thing happens.
Correct.
Coming back to relationships, as you mentioned that you had an an emotional connect.
Correct.
And the Gen Z guys, I feel at times it's like they are showing it to people that they are having fun, but they are not having fun. And it's more of physical attachments, or I can say they are attracted for a certain period and then they are like, chalo.
It's
go
always
ahead.
short period, yeah. I mean, now I have many of my friends, like Gen Zs. They are so depressed. I asked him, "Kya तू depressed क्यों है?" अरे मेरा girlfriend ने मेरे को reply नहीं किया. I mean, ये reason. This is not a reason to be depressed.
I can say that by chance if it's someone's girlfriend, or even if your friend is not giving you a clear response, and if you feel that discomfort, so that also shows that somewhere that you should not be into it. Because if you know someone, the communication should be clear. It should not be that you're confused,
Correct,
or you're getting irritated with that.
Correct.
If it's causing trouble, that means that whom you're with is toxic.
correct,
Not only relationship, even friendship. So that's why you should go ahead
correct.
and find better people whom you can interact with.
So, see, at the end is all about understanding and it's all about communication. These Gen Zs, they don't communicate. I've noticed a lot of people, and that's where communication lacks. You know, if I'm in a relationship with a person and I love her from the bottom of my heart, if she's not communicating, then what's the use of that relationship? Getting my point? And why? Like the universe has made man and woman to be in a relationship. I mean, love happens, feeling happens. But then अगर communication ही नहीं है तो I mean there's no point of being in a relationship I feel. And Gen Z का यही problem है यार, लोग communicate नहीं करते हैं, and that's how misunderstanding takes place. And misunderstanding takes place, then again depression comes in. Depression comes in, then they break up, then it leads to
then it gets a loop basically.
Yeah, then it gets a loop. And this is with all relationship. ऐसा एक भी नहीं है. Like I have a lot of my friends यार. I mean they always lack communication itself.
I can say that also have the data. Earlier times, the previous generations, they have faced war, bloodshed, too many harsh things. Gen Z, they have the modern era tech, they have everything, they have all the data with them. But these guys, even though they label themselves depressed when they are not, and also the data says that 29% of Gen Zs declare themselves depressed and 36% call themselves suffering from anxiety as well.
I'm actually not surprised with the fact, because what has happened is you have to fight for a relationship. The old generation they fight for, your loved ones. The current one, they don't. Like, I've not seen anyone who has, gone their way out. If the girl is like, "Arey, मेरे को नहीं रहना relationship में," like I will be like, "नहीं, you don't want to be, but I want to fight for you because I love you." ऐसा आज के generation में you'll not find. And when it comes to depression, I think the term depression has been used very wrongly in today's generation. Like even I've been depressed. Like I'm going to open up a lot of things in the podcast.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah. So I have been in depression for more than 9 months. And after my wife passing away, my depression has gone to an extreme level. That is depression. For people crying and like those are fake depressions. Like if you see a person smiling, the other people will be like, "Arey, he's such a happy life. He's such a having a happy life." But usko under kya chale, no one knows. That is depression.
Yes.
You need to communicate. Like, so I always ask my friends, "Are you fine? Are you okay? Is there anything you want to talk about?" Because I know they might not tell me. Like I don't share any of my feelings. That is wrong. You need to talk it out. How much you keep it inside is going to eat you up.
Bro, just I will inform the listeners that this podcast we are not going to just criticize Gen Z.
Yes.
But we'll also come up with the solutions.
Correct.
Which will rectify it.
Correct.
We won't just criticize. We'll give them a solution, because most of the videos out there and even some of the podcasts, they just blame them.
Yeah.
But they don't give any solution that how you have to improve. So here we will try to get solutions.
Yeah, because what has happened is people don't talk about all these things. And I feel podcast is the best platform where you can, share your experience. Because what? I will learn from other people's experience. And other people will learn from my experience. And that's how we all grow, and that's how we make a world a better place, in short. So I'm going to tell us a small incident that happened. Like I wasn't a person who used to talk to people. Like I was like, "Arey, uska din kharab jaane de." Like I had that attitude. But I think 4 years or 5 years back, one of my best friend was very depressed. I won't say the name. He messaged me, "Arey, Gavin, I want to talk. I want to talk very desperately." And I'm like, "Arey, ठीक रहेगा ना, मेरे को 2 दिन दे, मैं 2 दिन में call करता हूँ." And I went to sleep. I'm like, "Arey, he'll be fine and all." Next day, I get a call from his father saying that, "Arey, he ended his life." And I was like, "Oh shit, if I would have spoken to him, and if I would have given 5 minutes of my life to him, he would have been there with me, you know. But then that moment I realized कि talking helps, sharing helps. Like even if it's how are you, that opposite person will think कि अरे कोई तो है who's, you know, take care of me. So that moment I realized कि, and I made a commitment to myself कि no matter what it is, even if I'm busy, even if I'm shooting, even if I'm editing, and if I get a call from my friend saying yeah I want to talk, I will tell me what happened, talk to me, I'm here for you, you know. I give him or her a little hope, because you never know, that might change his life. That time I think Instagram had वो आया था ना कि you pay and then you share the post to the whole world.
Instagram history is also very interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, it was initially made a blogging
Correct,
platform.
correct.
Then
That
later on,
time.
it was evolved into posting stuff.
Yeah.
Then now it's become Indian TikTok.
Yeah, so that time it was a thing that you make a post and you promote it. After the funeral, I made sure कि, you know, I reach out to people. I made a post saying कि, hi, this is Gavin Dsouza. I lost my friend, and you know, if you want to talk, if you're depressed, if you're sad, here is my number. Please call me. You know, be free. And after that moment, I've gotten so much calls and messages. Like I made so many new friends. You know, and I won't say I've changed their life, but I have gone through so much in my life. I have solution for everything. Like अगर तू मेरे को बोलेगा ना ये problem है, I will just give you the answer. It will just flow out from me because I have gone through that. So even all of my friends, like I won't say I have million and thousands of friends. I can count friends in my hands, like best friends. But when they message me, they're like, Gavin, I need to talk to you. I'm going through a lot. I will make sure I leave all my work. I'll give them a call. I'm like, what happened? Talk to me. And I've seen changes in their life because I have spoken to them. You look at attention. Attention is a perfect word for, you know, this generation. And they find a way to, you know, find attention. Maybe post karte, ye karte hai. I don't know if you have watched this recent movie called
खो गए हम
खो
कहाँ.
गए हम
Yes,
यहाँ.
yes.
Dude, that's a perfect movie. I think everyone should learn from that movie, you know, like the Ananya part of the story. It is so related. Key people put on, you know, fashion and all just to make other people jealous, other people happy, but inside they are so sad and, you know, lonely life. That shouldn't be the way. Like go explore the world, you know, off your phone.
Like in that also they showed Ananya is with that chap. He's not responding to her. And she is like completely, just because of him, she is disappointed.
Correct.
And she is not communicating with her family or nor with her friends in a positive manner, which she should.
Exactly. So what is life? Like if you find a meaning of life, it's exploring new things. अगर तुम फोन में 24/7 हो, then how will you explore?
Like for example, if you check your data or if I'll check my data, it will be like minimum I'm spending time 4-5 minutes.
Correct.
Minimum. But for most of the Gen Z guys out there, 4 hours is the least. And over that, then we can't even imagine.
And it's so addictive. It's very addictive. मतलब तू एक बार चालू किया and 4 hours you're just scrolling. I mean, it's a good thing that Instagram has made this platform, but it's going in a very negative in the way, you know. You have a platform to spread happiness, to spread joy, you know, through posts, through yeah. But now if I open the Instagram, is all depressing with depressing quotes, depressing songs, and that affects, you know, somewhere.
Also, one more thing I'll state here. This makes the algorithm even more ugly.
Yes,
that
it does.
It understands that you're watching this reel twice or you're watching the next reel related to that. People say you read a book. You read a book, you read the other one. You get different insights. But when you're watching such reels, your mind becomes so addicted to that certain topic and you get limited amount of knowledge, or basically it becomes soft as cheese, man.
Yes, and I'm not saying ki it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. Let me share an incident of my friend. You know, she is happy. She's good. She has a good career. She's getting married now. You know, everything is going good, but she is still depressed. And I ask her, like, अरे तेरे पास पैसा है, तेरे पास घर है, तेरे पास गाड़ी है, तेरे पास सब है. तो why you depressed? She's like, अरे I'm not enjoying my life. She doesn't know the reason. Like
exactly.
She's depressed, but she doesn't know why she's depressed.
I'll share my one story. Initially, when I was at grade 6, that time what happened, that I was playing with my friends and my cousin also was there. So we were kids basically. So a heated argument happened between me and my cousin. So bro got a bit pissed on me, and it was something that we blame each other, that he threw it first, I threw it first. I don't remember exactly what happened, but that coconut shell, he threw it, it hit my eye. Right eye. And where it got torn, it was middle of the eyeball. When it recovered, the scar made the vision blur permanently. So with that, it was a complete change for a 11-year-old kid.
Correct.
That entire life trajectory has changed. You have to accept the fact that the damage has happened and it's not going to recover. So I used to go anywhere, I used to go to school, I used to have that thing. Even during sleep also, I used to visualize that entire thing. And it was a nightmare, man, seeing that horrific incident again and again in your sleep.
Correct.
So teachers also in school, they noticed that this guy's behavior from 5th grade to this grade, he's completely different. So they had advised to take me to the psychiatrist and have few therapy sessions. So I went to the doc. Doc said that this incident is a bit traumatic and it's basically PTSD stuff comes in over there, post-traumatic stress disorder. So with that, it took time. I went for a few sessions, and with this you get irritated also. So I had the anger management stuff also with me.
My
So your therapy helps because the doc identifies what incident has caused the damage, why it has changed the body language or the entire lifestyle. So then the doc can work accordingly. But you just watching sad things,
so
assuming you're sad.
It all depends to person. Like therapy helped for you, I'm happy. Therapy, for some people it doesn't work long term. I feel two things are important, for Gen Zs, for this generation. One is to accept. You need to accept the situation, and one is to let go.
Absolutely.
This two is very important. Once you have mastered these two things, then I feel your life will be happy.
Bro, honestly, with me, people won't believe it. And I say this also a lot of times, that it is impossible for me to get into depression because at a young age I witnessed an incident, and from that I got two outcomes, as you stated.
Correct.
Letting go of it and accepting it.
Correct.
Beyond that, nothing else will happen. The world won't end.
Correct.
It's how you live with it.
Again, I'm going to share all my experience. When my wife passed away, it was a very rough journey for me because she had a medical condition, and she had told me before marriage, see, this is the scene. I might not be with you for a long time, and I'm like, we'll go with the flow. How no one knows when someone's gonna die. And when she passed away, it was very difficult for me, and people thought that I'll be sad, I'll be depressed, I'll be in a very different. But I wasn't. I was okay for the next 1 week, and I had joined work also, and also people are like, how are you so cool? How are you so calm? And like they have been on workplace, where people are like, "Arey, tu kitna kaam kiya? You just lost your wife and all." It's okay. It's part of life. Like that's what accepting means. Accepting means ki I had a good time with my wife, and now she's in a better place. That's acceptance. If I would have been like, "Arey, my wife passed away, abhi mera kya hoga? Mera ye hoga, wo hoga," I would have been in a different zone of life.
Yes.
Since I had accepted the fact that my wife is in a better place, I'm happy. Now I have to think ahead. I have to think of my kid now. I have a 3-year-old kid. I have to think about him. I can't be sad. I can't be in that phase. And that comes of letting it go. It's not that I don't miss my wife. I do miss my wife, but then I know ki somewhere you have to let go of something, then your burden becomes less, Now this generation people, they don't know how to accept, and they don't know how to let go.
You stated a very amazing thing.
Yeah.
That you said that your wife had told you before getting married that she has this issue. And you stated that ki you don't know when you will die.
Exactly.
And even I don't know whether you watched this film Dil Bechara.
Dil Bechara.
In that late Sushant Singh Rajput said that जन्म कब लेना है और कब मरना है वो हम डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते.
Exactly.
पर कैसे जीना है वो हम डिसाइड कर सकते.
Exactly. That is life. People have regrets, and I feel you should never have regrets in life. I mean, even when it comes to movies also, I think movies is a very good platform. To reach out to people. Like recently I watched this one movie, 12 Fail. I mean, the story is simple. The guy came, he was cheating in his exam. Then he found a police officer. The police officer told him, ki, don't cheat. Then he didn't cheat. But the way the director narrated it in such a way, he added motivation into it. Motivation tha, but he focused on that to reach out to people.
Amazing fact about 12th Fail is that it shows that how the character learned that the officer states him that cheating chodni padegi. And that guy takes it seriously.
Correct.
And he follows it throughout. And also you heard that Shraddha doesn't exist and all.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Bro, I'm telling you, you need someone in your life like her who motivates you. Understanding? At the end, also, she gave that letter, saying, ki, I love you and all. And then she makes a statement saying, ki, even if you don't clear the cable, I'm still there for you. That sentence does make a difference.
Yes.
If the girl would have said, ki, तू अगर interview pass होगा तो ही मैं तेरे साथ रहेगा वरना नहीं रहेगा, that guy would have been in a different dimension. This thing, this generation doesn't have. You're getting my point?
Yes, even I can say that if you guys feel that if you're not getting a Shraddha, have patience, have a purpose in life, then maybe you might get one. But always remember that you don't need a second mom. You have to boost yourself.
Yeah.
Even with Manoj.
Yes.
The character's name was Manoj, right?
Correct, Manoj.
So even Manoj, if you see, he in between he almost gave up when he wrote the wrong essay.
Wrong essay.
But he went back
because he had a purpose. He had a goal.
Actually, also saying this breakup and even rejections, they are a bit correlated. I feel that if someone you have to reject or if you have to break up with someone, you have to say it honestly. Sometimes you have heard this reasons like parents got to know this is getting bad.
Yeah.
My this happened. I don't want to be in it. We are not
meant to be together.
We are growing apart. This is all bullshit.
I think it's bullshit. I think
if you all are not getting along, if it's a breakup scenario, admit it.
Yeah.
That you are not, you thought something and it's not going that way. That's it.
Exactly. Done. And rejection, it should be normal. I understand heartbreak is difficult.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Heartbreak is very difficult.
Everyone.
It might take 1 month, it might take 2 months, it might take 3 months. Again, the art is letting it go. It might come after 1 year, it might come after 2 years.
Also, if by chance, if someone has got rejected, just look at yourself and just identify that what you did, mistakes or anything, or what flaws you have.
And learn from it. So you
can improve. Basically, you can improve yourself.
Correct. And learn from it.
Then blaming yourself or cribbing or saying things, it's not gonna work.
See, it's all circle.
Yes.
Whatever you do, if you do have a breakup, if you're everything leads to depression. You need to be real in this world also. You can't
mostly with GenZs this has happened also.
Yeah.
The tragic thing is that कि ऑनलाइन डेटिंग रहता है ना, इसमें ऐसा हुआ है, मैंने भी ऑब्जर्व किया है कॉलेजेस में कि मतलब वाया थ्रू इंस्टाग्राम या व्हाट्सएप बात होता है, टेक्सटिंग, फिर बाद में जब मिलने लगते हैं बोलते हैं ये तो पागल आदमी है या ये लड़की पागल है पूरी.
Dating is something like I have not been on a dating app, but dating I heard is something else only. I mean it's
वही है ना, लेफ्ट स्वाइप करो राइट स्वाइप करो, ऐसे नहीं तुम मिल रहे हो इन पर्सन, लेफ्ट स्वाइप करो. अभी
कितना ऑप्शंस है, फर्स्ट
हटाना है राइट चलो.
First, if you used to like a person, you directly used to go and say, I like you.
भाई इंसान भी वैसे रील हो गया था.
हाँ,
रील कैसे यू स्वाइप अप. उसको अगर बाय चांस लड़की मेरे को पसंद नहीं आ गई
उल्टा साइड में डायरेक्टली.
ये तो दिस इज डैम वियर्ड ब्रो. एंड ऑल्सो जेनजी, they are very sensitive also.
They are very sensitive to everything.
Yes.
Dude, many of our generation, they're so creative. Especially Gen Zs, they're very creative. But they need to put this creativity in a very positive...
They need to channel it in the
right direction.
We have covered up a lot of topics which will help Gen Z.
Yeah.
And I'm damn sure that it might not be the first aid kit complete, but it will be a ray of hope.
I feel don't give up. Let it go and accept the fact if anything bad is happening. I think that's all, bro.
Yes, absolutely. Bro, it was great having you on the show.
Thank you so much, bro.
Well, that's it for our today's episode. Hope the Gen Z audience, they get the most of it. That brings change in their day-to-day lives. This is Aaron Fernandez, signing off.